If a native speaker asks you, Djeet, do you know what to say? It sounds like nonsense, but it's actually perfect English.
In this video, we are going to decode the fast, messy English that natives actually speak. So you stop saying, did you, and start flowing.
We call this sound chunking. We have picked the 5 most common phrases that confuse students.
By the end of this episode, you won't just understand them, you'll say them. We're starting with the Djeet breakdown right now, and stick around for the speed test at the end to see if your ears have improved.
Let's start by addressing the biggest frustration learners have. You study vocabulary, you learn grammar, you read books, and you understand everything perfectly on the page. But then you turn on a movie or you speak to a native speaker in a coffee shop, and it sounds like a completely different language. You feel lost. You wonder if you need to study more words. But the problem isn't your vocabulary. The problem is how you are listening.
Exactly. We are taught to read English word by word. There is a white space between every word on the page, so we imagine there is a white space between every word in spoken language. We expect to hear did, you, eat, yet. But spoken English doesn't work like a typewriter. It works like a violin. It is one continuous line of sound. When native speakers talk, they aren't trying to be fast, they are trying to be efficient. They smash words together to keep the rhythm going.
That is a great way to put it, Sarah. It is about efficiency, not speed. And the best example of this efficiency is the phrase we put on the thumbnail of this video, Djeet. This is the ultimate example of what we call palatalization. That is a fancy linguistics term, but it describes something very simple that happens in your mouth.
Here is how it works. When a word ends with a D sound, like did, and the next word begins with a yes sound, like you, those two sounds hate being separated. Your tongue has to work too hard to move from the D position to the Y position quickly. So your brain takes a shortcut. It mixes them together. D plus Y becomes a J sound. So did you becomes didja, or simply ja.
Let's try that. Instead of saying did you, just say ja. It feels short. It feels almost too short, like you were cheating, but you aren't. Listen to the difference. Did you go to the store? Feels clunky. Now listen to the natural version. Ja go to the store. It flows. It is much easier to say.
Now let's look at the phrase did you eat? If we apply this rule, did you becomes ja, and eat stays the same. So we get ja eat, but native speakers go even further. The vowel at the start helps us connect it all into one big chunk. The oo sound in ja is weak. It often disappears entirely. So ja eat gets compressed into one syllable. Djeet.
Djeet? It sounds like a sound effect, but it is actually a question. Let's practice a few more examples of this did you transformation, because once you hear this J sound, you will hear it everywhere. Think about the question, did you see it? If you are waiting to hear the word did, you might miss the question entirely.
Right. In a fast conversation, that becomes just see it? The D and the Y merge. Just see it? Try saying that out loud wherever you are right now. Don't worry about the grammar. Worry about the sound. Make that J sound strong. Just see it?
Let's try another one. Did you find it? This is a very common question. If you articulate every letter, it takes a lot of energy. Did you find it? But if we use the link, it becomes ja find it? It is smoother, it is calmer, and most importantly, it creates that rhythm that English is famous for. If you want to build real confidence in your speaking, mastering these tiny links is the first step. And if you are enjoying this deep dive into real spoken English, please take a second to subscribe to the channel. It helps us keep making these calm, detailed lessons for you.
Now, Alex, let's move to the second chunk that confuses people constantly. It is very similar to the first one because it involves that tricky Y sound. This is the chunk what'ya.
What'ya? This sounds like a completely different language. If you look it up in a dictionary, you won't find it. But this is actually the phrase, what do you? This is extremely common. What do you want? What do you think? What do you mean? We use this structure dozens of times a day.
The transformation here is fascinating. First, the T in what changes. In American English, when a T is between two vowel sounds, it becomes a soft D or a flap. So what do becomes whata. Then we have you at the end. Because you is not the most important word in the sentence, we weaken it. We turn it into a schwa sound, that lazy sound. So you becomes ya.
Put it all together, and what do you becomes whataya. It is 3 words becoming one sound unit. Let's practice this in context, because context is how your brain remembers these sounds. Imagine you're asking a friend for their opinion. The full sentence is, what do you think?
In spoken English, that sounds like, what do you think? The stress is on the word think. That is the important word. The first 3 words are just a runway to get there. What do you think?
Let's try another common one. What do you mean? This is often spoken very quickly, especially if someone is confused. What do you mean? Notice how the rhythm goes da, da, da. What do you mean? If you speak with this rhythm, people will understand you much better than if you speak like a robot.
And this helps your listening so much. If you are listening for what, you might not hear it. But if you listen for that whata pattern, your brain instantly recognizes a question is coming. Let's combine this with our previous rule. We have the J sound from did you and the soft D from what do you. These are the 2 pillars of asking questions in casual English.
Moving on, we have to talk about the classics. These are the ones that are often written in text messages or comic books, but students are sometimes afraid to say them because they think it is bad English. I am talking about wanna and gonna.
I am so glad you brought this up. There is a misconception that saying wanna instead of want to is lazy or unprofessional. That is simply not true. Unless you are giving a formal speech to the United Nations or writing a very formal academic paper, wanna is the standard way to speak. Even in business meetings, native speakers say wanna all the time. It is about flow.
Exactly. Wanna comes from want to. The T sounds disappear completely. It is an example of elision, which means deleting sounds to make speech smoother. But there is a grammar rule here you need to be careful with. You can only use wanna when want and to are directly touching and acting as a verb helper.
That is a good point. For example, I want to go becomes I want to go. Do you want to dance becomes do you want to dance? This is perfect, but you cannot use it if want is the main verb and to is part of a noun phrase. For example, you cannot shorten I want 2 apples. You can't say I wanna apples. That doesn't work. It has to be before an action.
Let's practice a few valid wanna phrases. This is great for making your future plans sound natural. Try saying, I wanna buy it. Notice how the stress hits the word buy. I wanna buy it. The I wanna part is fast and low.
Or a question. Do you want to come? This combines with our earlier rules too. If we speak really fast, do you can become ja. So you might hear, ja wanna come? Now we are really getting into advanced territory. Ja wanna come? That is 3 chunks. Ja, wanna, come.
That sounds incredibly natural. And the cousin of wanna is gonna. This comes from going to. Again, this is the standard future tense in spoken English. I am going to study becomes I'm gonna study.
The mistake I hear many students make is forgetting the be verb. They say, I gonna go. That is incorrect. You must say, I'm gonna, you're gonna, we're gonna. The grammar doesn't change, only the pronunciation of going to.
Let's listen to the rhythm. I'm gonna start. She's gonna leave. It's gonna rain. Listen to it's gonna rain. It is so much smoother than it is going to rain, which sounds like a weather forecast from 1950. It's gonna rain sounds like you're looking out the window right now.
We have one more major chunk to decode before we get to our dialogue practice. This one is lemme.
Lemme. L-E-M-M-E. This comes from let me. The T in let is stopped. We don't release the air. And then the M takes over. So let me becomes lemme.
This is used constantly when you are offering help or asking for a turn. Let me see becomes let me see. Let me help you becomes let me help you. It is soft and polite. If you say let me help with strong T sounds, it can actually sound a bit aggressive or demanding. Let me help sounds much friendlier.
So we have our toolkit now. We have Djeet for did you eat? We have what'ya for what do you? Wanna for want to? Gonna for going to? And lemmy for let me. Now we are going to put this to the test. Sarah and I are going to have a short conversation. I am going to speak using all of these linked forms at a natural speed. I want you to listen, not for the individual words, but for the meaning.
I will then slow down Alex's sentences and we will translate them back into the textbook English so you can see exactly what happened. Are you ready? Let's imagine we are meeting for lunch.
Hey, Djeet yet?
Okay, stop. That was our hook. Djeet yet? He asked, did you eat yet? He used the J sound for did you and smashed it into eat.
No? Okay, well, what do you want to do?
What do you want to do? That was a double link. What'ya is what do you? Wanna is want to. So the full sentence is, what do you want to do? But Alex said, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna grab a coffee. You wanna come?
I'm gonna grab a coffee. You wanna come? He used gonna for going to and wanna for want to. I am going to grab a coffee. Do you want to come?
Let me check my phone first.
Let me check my phone first. He used lemme for let me.
Okay, that was a lot of linking in a very short time. But did you notice how the conversation felt lighter? It didn't feel heavy or serious. It felt like two friends chatting. That is the power of linking.
Now it is time for the speed test we promised at the beginning. We want to see if your ears have adjusted. We are going to say 3 new sentences using these rules. We won't translate them immediately. We will give you a moment to process the sound chunk, and then we will reveal the answer.
Sentence number 1. Listen closely. What are you gonna buy? I will say it again. What are you gonna buy?
Did you catch it? Break down the sounds. What'ya ya? Gonna. The sentence is, what are you going to buy?
Note that what'ya can be what do you or what are you, depending on the grammar. Here it is what are you going to buy? Sentence number 2. This one uses the J link. Listen. D'ya like the movie? One more time. D'ya like the movie?
Think about the J sound. It represents D plus Y. So the sentence is, did you like the movie?
Last one. This is a common command or request. Let me know when you're gonna be here. That was a long one. Let me know when you're gonna be here.
We had lemme at the start and gonna in the middle. The sentence is, let me know when you are going to be here.
If you understood those, congratulations! You are officially decoding the sounds of natural English. You are no longer listening for words. You are listening for patterns.
This takes practice. Do not expect to get it perfect overnight. But the next time you watch a TV show or listen to a podcast, try to spot just one of these chunks. When you hear a gonna or a wanna, smile to yourself. You broke the code.
And remember, you don't have to speak exactly like this all the time. It is perfectly fine to say want to and going to. But understanding these links is non-negotiable for fluency. It unlocks your ability to understand native speakers without asking them to slow down.
We hope this lesson helped you see English in a new way. If you want to keep improving your listening and speaking with calm, structured lessons, please subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so you don't miss our next conversation.
We have some great topics coming up on intonation and stress that will pair perfectly with what you learned today. Thanks for listening and keep practicing those chunks.
See you in the next episode. Bye.